Hello. Hello. I'm Christine from Christine Mahoney Crafts, and we are going to be doing something with this today. So I'll wait for some people to come on. Please say hi when you're here. Hello, hello. I'll wait for people to come on. No one's here yet, so I won't start yet. Hi, Carletta. You're the first one here. You should get a prize for that. How are you today? Oh, I'm doing good. How are you? I like that one. All right. Just waiting for people to come on. Do you want to let people know I'm live, Carletta? That would be fantastic. I don't know. Just share to your page. Share to your page. Share to the groups. However you want to do it. I advertised for it, but not just an hour or two ago. So this is a spur of the moment. Excuse me. And I'll wait a minute more and then we'll start. And whoever's here is here, isn't here, they'll catch up later. I took a sip of my drink and then I had a tickle. So I'm going to be teaching something today with this daisy embossing folder. And I'll probably be doing it a lot of spur of the moment and seeing how it comes out. That's the fun of it, isn't it? Try different things. See what works. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's true. How are you, Carletta? You're doing organizing? Yeah, that's almost like on a daily basis though, isn't it? For me, it is. And I just never can, I mean, it's just because we always have so much stuff. It's always, oh, do I like this one too? I'm looking for colors for what I'm planning on doing. Yeah, it's an ongoing thing for the rest of our lives. All right, so let's see what I want to use. Just pull out colors. Let's see what works. Yes. I just didn't want to be late, so I made sure. And my dog was barking, and my son just got home, so I was waiting for him to grab the dog so he wouldn't be barking in the background. That's what happens sometimes. And yeah. Okay, say hi if you're here. I see people coming in, so say hi. And then I'll get started. This is fun. I have a fun little project. And I may do it a couple different ways. Well, I'll get started. And let me push the button so I can see my, okay. So you can see my chats right in front of me. Yay. I'm going to tell people in my groups too. And you did. I was going to do that group too, but you did it already, Carlotta. Okay, I'm going to get started. And then people can check it out later because I don't want to wait any longer. So we have this embossing folder. It's from the Delightful Daisies collection from Nature's Garden by Crafter's Companion. And so we're going to use this in a couple different ways. And we're going to try it and see how it works as an embossing folder. And then we're going to see how it works. Maybe embossing and then painting. Hi, Lori. Yay. Lori's here too. And so we're going to use the Delightful Daisies Daisy Meadow embossing folder. We're going to emboss it. We're going to try it on a few different ways and see what you guys like. I've done this one a little while back and I loved it. And I have a whole bunch of other ones. Hey guys, how you doing? Thank you for coming, you guys. I have tried these a few different times, so I liked it, and I have a whole bunch of other ones like piled up, ready to do on lives. So I'm looking forward to it because they're really nice ones. I paint on my craft table. I do a lot of sticky stuff, and it's all over the place. I got to remember to wipe it all down before I start. But it's an art table, so it's never going to be completely 100% clean, I don't think. We're lucky there's no real big blotches. There is some, but it's okay. So we're going to use the Delightful Daisies Daisy Meadows. I'm going to get started now. I've stalled long enough. I cut already cardstock. We'll leave the black for later. I cut some watercolor cardstock from the Spectrum Noir watercolor pad premium. So that would be ready to go and you wouldn't have to watch me cut it. And I cut a bunch of them just in case we wanted to try something different. So that's what I did. And so I'm going to run it through the embossing folder. What I'm going to do is do a few of these and try different ways. Now there's a raised side. See, because you can see it raised. and so sorry, and then in the debossed side, so that it's grooved in, and you want the grooved inside that's going in, you want that on the front. So what I'm going to do is color it first, and we're going to use some different color. First of all, we're going to use um, rustic brown waterproof dye on one of them. So I'll do that first. And what I'm doing is just spreading it over the top. It won't go in the indented inside. See that? I like this brown because it's a rustic brown and it's waterproof. So if I do any watercoloring on it, it will stay. I don't really care if it moves right now because of the stuff that we're doing, but we're going to do this one like this. I may just do 2 of these already like it, but we'll just do one at a time. You can tap it if you wanted, or you can do this. If you do it this way, you're going to see streaks, and I like the streaks, to be honest, because it makes it look rustic, and it is called rustic brown. So there's that. I can't even tell you how beautiful of a day it was out today. It was like it's 60 out, I think, right now. And honestly, it's the end of February. So that's really not that cold. That doesn't happen that often. So I'm going to place it in there and so you can see it. See, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to put that in the machine. I have the cut plate on the bottom. I'm using a Gemini Junior. And then I have a few shims plus a plastic shim on top. I want it to really push down into it. So I'm going to use 3 shims. I know it works because I've tried it. Every machine's a little bit different. But when I did 2 paper shims inside it, it didn't hit all of the spots on the embossing folder. So check that out. I love that. It's so rustic-y looking. Okay, so we'll stay with that first. Do you guys hear any humming? Just wondering. I'm going to wipe this off right now just so it's not on there for the next thing that we do. If we do anything else, no. So actually, I'm going to do this one more time while we're doing it. Why not? And we might do it a 3rd time too, so that we have 3 different ways right away and we don't have to keep going back and embossing. So I'm going to do it with the same color because I really like it. Do you guys hear any humming? My son is all of a sudden deciding to blow all the pine cones. He was doing it really nice. He was out there raking and everything. Like, it's February, guys. We have so many pine cones down. I mean, I'm like, pick up the pine cones, put them in a bag for me because it's got to be a craft. But he's like, you can pick them up, Mom. I'm like, come on. He's like, I'll put them in a pile for you. Okay. All right. So let's put that one through. And then we'll do it one more time. There it is again. And look how nice that is. I love it so much. You like? Okay, that's twice. Let me wipe this off. I don't know. You think I just threw my paper somewhere? Yes, I did on the other side of that. Okay. Wipe it off. And then at this point, I'll just do one in black. Okay. And then we'll see how much time we have at the other end. I don't really want to go past an hour and a half because it gets to be too long then. So we'll see how it is. I have a black piece of paper in there and I'm going to put it through. Okay, I'm using a Crafter's Companion Gemini Junior machine. Isn't that nice? Look at how engraved that is. I love it. From a piece of paper. I may do this one twice, but we'll see how much time we have. So there's, you know how I've been doing painting on each one. So we can do that in with markers. We could do a little markering, and then we can actually take the paint out and try it too if we want. If you guys want to see it, we'll do it. Oh no, you can use. Is that a question, Gas? There's things called pine cones fire starters, which are really cool. There's so many things you can do with pine cones, and there's a ton of pine cones. The whole ground is covered with pine cones. You guys, can you hear the motor? Because my son wants to know if it's too loud. It's no one's answering yet. Hold on. No, it's fine. Thank you. Thanks for asking, honey. Sounds louder when you're out there, he says. That was nice of him to come and check, wasn't it? Oh, hi, Susan. Do I know you? I don't think I know you. Welcome. Hi, Beth. How are you? You're in Northern Maine, and it was really nice today. Yeah, same here. So you're not that far away from me, maybe a few hours. And yeah, it was. It's so super nice out. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, but it'd be about the same temperature. But you know how tempted I was? I bought a convertible right before right in the fall. So it was only a few days I could drive around with the hood down. And now that it's nice today, I wanted to drive, but it was really breezy. I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be cold. But then I could have cranked the heat. I should have really went, but I didn't. So next time. Tomorrow it's going to rain, so I guess I won't be doing it tomorrow. Because some people want me to do it and go for a ride, even if it's raining out. And I'm like, no. They said, drive around with the snow when it's snowing. I'm like, no, I got leather seats. What are they thinking? Okay, so we can use the aqua markers. We can use markers. I just cannot wait until the weather is nice so I can drive around that with it all day. It would be so great. It's snowing in Washington. Oh, gosh. But that's in the mountains, right, Lori? Or is it right where you are? Oh, okay, Susan. I'm glad I read the full sentence. Hi, Lori. How are you? If I know you guys, but don't know you because you're from YouTube, like if you have a screen name on YouTube, let me know who you are. Or tell me where you're from if you're brand new here. Okay, so I do a lot of painting. I teach painting classes. I teach oil painting classes, and I teach acrylic painting. I'm certified elite instructor for Donna Dewberry's one-stroke painting, and I'm a certified instructor in oil painting with Wilson Bickford. And so I know how to paint, and it's fun. I do a ton of I love card making, and I have a huge amount of supplies here, and some paper pads, just a few. And hi, Stephanie, how are you? And so, I am a big crafter, and so I kind of want to mix it up with my painting and my love of card making, and do different things. So sometimes I'll be teaching some painting. I may do an oil painting on here, so you guys can see me oil paint, and I'll do an acrylic painting, and I'm making some of these boxing folders, or I may just be making some cards. Just never know. Hi, Lynn. Wow, you guys are all popping in, aren't you? That's awesome. Nice to see you guys all here. So glad you're all here. Thank you for coming in. So I didn't really get started yet. All I did is I brushed. I'm using the Delightful Daisies Daisy Meadow embossing folder. Okay, and I brushed the embossed side. I swept over it with the waterproof dye, rustic brown, and I got this. All right, and I did it twice so that we'd have maybe two different ways of doing it. And then I also did it in black so that if I need more time, I have something little that I can do with this too. To give you another example, I'm only going to make one project, but there's different ways of using things. So that's where I am right now. So anyone that came late, that's all I did so far. Okay. So we'll put one of these aside for now, and we're going to start with this one. Now I can do, like I said, I can do painting first, or I can do markers and watercolor it, or anything you want. So what do you guys want to see? This is an interactive live. Beth Balone lives close to me. Hopefully I get to meet her soon. So no one's answering. So I guess I will do some watercolor first. And I got a bunch of watercolors, aqua markers. And what you do, if you're not sure what the colors are and you want to try different things, is you take your colors. Thank you. Good thing you said that, Lori. And you mark them out so you see what they are. So you could see if you want to use that or something different. Now, I know what black looks like. Sunflower is obviously, that's a bright yellow. These aren't the colors that I used last time. So I'm thinking maybe it's this one. There's all three colors in that. And I think this one was the one. Let's see. There's three colors in this. It's a tricolor. Pretty different, huh? All right. And then this brown. There's two tips on these. So one, that looks like really dark. One is a little liner. That's when you do all those little fancy little lines, art lining. And this one is a brush nib, which is a lot bigger. And you can do a lot of flicking techniques with it if you're doing hair and stuff like that. Let's see what else I have. That's all three of those colors. So it's so weird. This one is not. But I like these colors. Yeah, but you can't watercolor with them. So let me see what else I have. Let me go back here and chat. Talk amongst yourselves. So I must have pulled it out. That's the gray one. That's it. And then So I put it away. Let's see. So the other colors we'll need yellow, dark yellow. They're starting to come along. Let's see. The gray. Well, I like this gray. Yeah, because it makes it darker. So I'll keep that one out. And that's all three different colors. Yeah, okay. Pull out. Just pulling out a few different colors, see what we like. I don't think I like that one. That's really bright. Okay. We have that already. I like that brown. So we'll use that one. And then I do this. This is what I do. This is the one we're going to use. And then I like a golden yellow. I guess it's that one. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I used the dark color on this. So there you go. It's those two. I have a sample already. So that's why I'm looking at that. Okay. So those are the ones we're going to use. So I'm putting it up here so I can see. So I know what colors. Okay. So when you're watercoloring, you put color down on your mat and use some water with it. You can use it right on here and flick it too. And we can do it that way, and I'll show you that way. And then you just use water and move it. So we're going to do that way right now and see what we like. I'm going to use a number 6 oil and Langnickel. Paintbrush. Am I on your big telly? I hope I'm on your big telly. You could just, at least it's not my face and my body, because, Okay, so that's what we're going to use. So we're going to start first with the inside and work our way out, because that makes sense, right? So what we're going to do is do a little bit of the light. We're not going to use the dark color. So we're going to use these two colors. And this is the light one. See? Let's see. Maybe not. So weird. Okay. Let's see. That's not the one. Where did I just find it? That was that one. I don't want that one. Was it? Is it this one? It's not water. I bet it is. Yeah, that's so weird. Let's give me just a second. Oh. That's the one I want. Gold yellow blend. And give me a second. I'm going to get them. You can definitely hear him. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. I definitely can. Yeah. There's that's so loud. What this color is. All right, we'll use that one for the inside. I like that. I like this pen right here. I want this pen. But it's not an aqua pen, so I don't want to use it if it's not. Give me just a second. I'll figure it out. No. That's a water. That is not yellow. It's a desert. So I like that on the left side of it. And sunflower. Or flip it around now. Oh, it could be lighter. Okay, we'll start. So these are the older pens. I'm not sure if you guys have these. When they first came out, they were these little pens. These have two different sides, but they're more of a smaller. They're not a brush. So weird. That's a line. I think I'd have this ready. No, not me. No, I'm just joking. I didn't. I wanted to make sure I did this in front of you guys. So that's what I'm doing. Just for some reason it feels like I put stuff away. So it could be anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, weird. Okay. Nope. Neither one of those. All right. I feel like I want to not do water. I want to use this pen so bad because it's the pen I like these colors. If you put it on there and add water to an alcohol pen, it will still spread. But I like it so much. So let's color because I really like this color. And then I'm gonna paint after. So we'll just do this with the markers. Is that okay with you guys? And then we'll paint after with paint. And we can water it down or do it any way we want. This is what I did before, and I love these colors. So sorry, I have to do it. Now, when you're coloring, yeah, I'm sorry. I really love these two colors, so I'm just gonna go with this. And when you really like something, so what I'm gonna do is go and do these all really fast. Like sometimes you want to go one at a time, but since I know this is what I'm doing, we can come back afterwards, but I'm gonna fill this in. These are my colors. I need these colors. So I'm sure if I took a little while, I could find it in my pile, but I don't want to take any longer than I already did. So there's that. All right. Now we're going to take the middle color. And I'm using, GY3. And GY2, gold yellow blend. That's what I'm using. And so I'm going to dot around. See how pretty it looks. So I had to use these colors. So sorry, guys. I'm dotting, just dotting. It really looks good. It's not even about mixing the colors together. I really like, you can definitely go a little bit on the edge. So I hear the dog barking out there, and I hear the that. And we can take a darker color and even go in with it after too. So I like this because I like this color. Gold yellow blend, Susan. Yes. Thank you. Yes, I am. So we're going to do that. And because it's going to go really good with the papers I picked out later. So see, I have a reason for everything. I'm looking up like you guys can see me. My face. Usually when I have a certain program, you can see my face too. But I don't have that program right now. Eventually I'll have it again. And then I can look at you. Can you guys hear the dog or the leaf blower? Which we have no leaves, but he bought it because it's strong enough to move the pine cones, I guess. There's so many of them. He didn't want to rake them. Hey, Eleanor. I hope your daughter's doing good. She's sick. She'll feel better. Tell her I said hi. I'm waving. Hi. Just a little, not bad. Okay. Yeah. So those are the middles of those, and I love them. We can go a little darker if we wanted to. Oh, I don't want to find something too dark. So let's try this and see. Yeah, we'll go with that. We can come here and just do a little dark too. Just on the line, pretty much. That's pretty dark, but we'll just stay on the line with it. Because you really can't see it, but they really do blend good together. You can come in a little. Actually, if you want, you could even come in further. Now that we got this darker one, making sure you guys can see it. See, I'm trying not to do always painting because, you know, some of you guys don't want to paint. So I'm trying to do a little of everything. And if you guys have any requests for anything, just let me know because honestly, I'm going to do a lot of stuff. I have so much. I have an Easter project coming up with a tool that you probably don't have because I just got it. I was almost going to do that today because like at what time was it? 2:00. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go live. And I didn't even know what I was going to do yet. So pretty much showed in my preparation just now, but that's okay. Because sometimes you just have to wing it. Otherwise you won't do it, right? I have to push myself to do a video. Otherwise I could have just easily went for a car ride. That look good? That looks good. Let me know if it gets too loud. I'll shut them down. Although I really appreciate him doing that. So the middle one again, and we'll just come in a little bit more because then it will make the inside look brighter. I must have used this on the other one because I didn't find any colors that matched up. So that's okay. How's that? Good? Yeah, and they're easy to get too. The daisies are really always pretty. And they last a while. I'm not telling Stephanie. You have to wait and see. Oh, you can't hear them? The dog or the machine? All right, let's see. Lori says, if you are using an embossing folder, no stamps, can you use alcohol markers and aqua markers at the same time? I mean, yeah, sure. I guess it just depends on what, like I ink the back of this, right? With waterproof. So if I was going to use anything wet on here, which I was planning on doing, if this was not waterproof dye, then it could splatter, it could spot up, it could get wet and move. You know what I mean? So that's why I use the waterproof dye for this. But if you're not putting a background in and you wanted to use both colors, sure. I've used both. So there's that. Oh, right, your granddaughter. I'm sorry, I knew that. I'm sorry, Eleanor. It's her granddaughter that's sick. Oh, I'm starting to get one because that is loud. You guys really don't hear it. I'm gonna knock. They're not gonna hear me. Okay, you guys, I may end up leaving you to tell them to stop for a minute. Oh, I'm gonna hold on a second. It's too loud. I can't do that. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Way too loud. Okay, sorry, big. But it was to me because he was getting close to the house. So it was getting loud. Okay, so I'm just doing this to see where that goes. And since we're we don't care about watercolor, I think it was this one I used. Yeah, okay. So on the inside, you want it darker, but we're first going to go lighter, and then we go and bring some depth in. We're not coloring the whole thing, just the inside and the tips. So I'm going to do the light first, and I'm going to just flick it. This I'm using brown gray blend, the 3 shades. And I may just use the 2. We'll see how dark we want it. I'm going to do one flower at a time because not that I want it to blend, because we're not doing really any graduation blending, but it's nice to have a variety of colors behind. All right, and then we're going to go see how dark the middle one is first. And see how, let's try the dark one. Yeah, I like the dark one. we're not going too far in, too far out, sorry. But we definitely want flicking. I got a headache now from that loud noise, sorry. That was uncalled for today. All right. See? It will all blend kind of together and it will look. This is the lighter one now. I'm just going to go over it a little. So kind of blends are not just looks like streaks. You guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. I would so love it because I'm trying to build it up. And please press the bell and hit the all so that you can get notified anytime I put up a video or go live. And I am on Facebook on Christine Mahoney Crafts as well. Thank you, guys. He says it's pretty. And okay. Have got to go. Bye. Looking good, Christine. I think you mean bye, you're leaving, right? So if you are, thanks for stopping in. I love having you here. Just going to build this up a little bit more. See that? The deeper it is, the better. Right in the center. Oh, I've painted daisies, sunflowers. I love sunflowers. And sunflowers are really a big seller. I sell a lot of things with sunflowers. Okay, there. How's that looking? It looks pretty deep there now, don't it? From there, it looks like really good from what I'm seeing. I'll zoom in. We're zooming in the professional way. Wrong way. The Zoom person doesn't know which way I am. Let's go into the light a little more. Yeah, how's that? Shadows. Okay. So when we're doing that, we're also going to do the same thing with the tips. Start with the lightest color. And just do the tips. And we may not even have to use. Now, these are grooved in. So you can see, the lines on it. So if you want to follow the lines somewhat, you can. But see that? Just a little bit really helps. And it's a white daisy, but this is more, I'm making this more antique-y looking. So that's what I decided to do with mine. Okay. See, and I'm not going to go all the way around because this is cut off. So just a tiny bit, maybe. Can't really see it. I can go with the medium just a little bit. Do you guys do this all the time? Just a little. Tell me who doesn't do that. Thank you, guys. He's saying it's looking fabulous. Okay. Do you guys remember one time, the people that know me from CC, remember one time when I was on and I had to get off because I got a little dizzy? I'm feeling like that right now. So we'll see how long I can go. Okay, so there's that. We'll do the next one. It's the lighter color, right? Light. So we'll start doing it. Right now, you could just do it all like right across the board because it will all look the same. And I even come and start and I do this because when you show it, when you teach it, you go slow at first, but then after you show it, then you just like go for it, just like even in my painting stuff. I go slow usually with the painting, to be honest, because people really want to see it. Darker. Let's go with the darkest one in there. You can put a piece of paper down underneath, but this is really thick cardstock, so it's not really going through. So it looks pretty good. If the flower is a bigger flower, then you make them bigger. If it's smaller, then you don't do it as far, obviously. Just don't keep all your flicks the same. Come out a little bit with them so they don't look like one big round circle. Anyone saying anything? What ink pad did you use for the background? I used the waterproof dye, Rustic Brown. It's backwards, but I can't help that. Okay. And all I did is use the aqua, or I didn't use aqua, did I? I used the golden yellow blend and the brown gray blend. Starting with the dark. No. Okay. So flick, 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 flick. So this is all there is to this one. And then we're going to just dazzle up the middle a little. And then I'll show you a painting. And then maybe something fast on the black one. And then we'll put something together real fast with probably this one. I love this. It's so rustic looking. Do you guys like these colors? That's why I had to make sure because I wanted these colors. Hi, Suzette. How are you? Make sure you flick it because this is the darker one. So you want that to come out some. And you don't want it all to be one big circle, right? I talked to some really nice people today, people wanting to have painting classes and stuff like that. I talked to a few different people today, so it was really a great day. And if anyone wants to learn how to paint, listen, we can do online classes or in person if you live close. Do a medium on the tops. I like that better. Just don't do even. Looking good. Sometimes you have to just go over a few times. So you don't want to see lines. Okay, in here. All right. That's looking good. I only got a couple left to go. And then we'll be done with this. Kind of going fast because of how I'm feeling. So I hope you don't mind. Trying to get done with it. Not intentionally. But that noise triggered a headache. And the headache is triggering. Not a good feeling. And there, just flicking it out. I always go with the middle color on top, so it's not too dark. Any questions, just ask. Maybe Gaz or Lori can answer something for you guys. And if you have any questions, or I can, if they can't. Got moderators now, you know. Okay, more flour. Brendan? You don't hear me. Right now, this is the brown gray blend. You guys have to excuse me for 2 seconds, please. Okay, sorry. How's everyone doing? So I had to take something. Sorry. What happens, I guess. Because right now I'm a little dizzy. So, so this is really nice. I love how it came out. And what I like doing is looking for my sparkle pen. Oh, is it up here? I'll check it here. Is this the pen I was looking? No. Oh, I found that. You know it's here. So right now I'm a little feeling funny. So I'm just taking it for a minute here. And then I should feel better. Looking for my sparkle pen because it was right here and it's not. But I can use one of the other ones. I'm just feeling. Okay. I may have to go in a second. No, I won't open up another one. So. So anyway, I put sparkle here in the middle. I don't know where my pen is, and it's gonna look like this right here. This is my done one. See that? I sparkled it up. And then I take a nice piece of paper and I cut it to form a beautiful shadow box. Which you can get the idea. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna have to go because I just can't. I'm gonna get sick. Something came up over me and I'm sick, so I have to go. So I'm really sorry, you guys. I'll have to let you go. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for coming. Take care, you guys.